My children, are you back for your daily bread? Of course you are. What would you do without it? Let's hear today's tract. Daily Tract 347, Mark chapter 15, verse 16 through 20. Then the soldiers led him away to the court of the praetorium, and they called together the entire cohort. And they clothed him with purple, and plaiting a crown of thorns, they placed it on him. And they began to salute him, "Hail, King of the Jews!" And they struck his head with a reed, and they spit on him. And kneeling down, they reverenced him. And after they had mocked him, they stripped him of the purple, and they clothed him in his own garments, and they led him away, so that they might crucify him. Kids, after Jesus was nearly beaten to death or scourged, remember they took a whip, had the bones and the stones that rip his skin off. They took him to the praetorium, which is kind of like the Roman headquarters. It's like a tent or a building where the chief Romans are. And they brought all these people together that were against him. And then they put this purple cloak on him, I guess you would call it. And so you got to understand they're putting this kind of on his back. Remember I told you that his skin was ripped off. Okay, so that just remember that's on his back. Okay, then they put crowns of thorns on his head. If you ever touched a thorn, just go outside our house in the bushes and just put your hand on there, and you'll probably get a little cut from one of the thorns. You imagine, I'm sure they didn't put this crown of thorns on very nicely either. They probably forced it onto his head, pushing it in, right? Thorns are sharp, causing him to bleed. And then it says they basically are mocking him, saying, "Hail, King of the Jews," and making fun of him, spitting on him. And they took a reed. You know what a reed is? It's if you ever see along a lake, a lot of times there's reeds. It's like the weeds that have the little looks almost like a hot dog sticking at the top of it, right? Well, they would take that and whack him on the head with it. Okay, so obviously I did not feel very good at all. And after being scourged, just it's amazing he stayed alive through all this so far. And then in the end, they ripped his, remember that purple cloak off. You can imagine that blood from his back drying. Okay, so the wounds would have started to heal, right? Because you put that cloak on there, and the blood starts to clot, and your body starts to heal itself. Well, when you rip that off, you rip all that wound back open, and you start to bleed again. You have no idea the amount of pain this man went through for us. Then at that point, they put his clothes back on and led him away to be crucified. We'll hear what else has happened tomorrow. God bless. I love you.